some cookies, I think. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bunch, okay? I got no idea what I'm saying at all. Most of the time. As I was saying earlier, like about countries actually have blood on the pavement of their histories. Everyone have, like, someone actually kills and everything, but the weird thing is, why killing is actually illegal now? Why murder is actually illegal? Can someone actually tell me that why? But of course, killing is a sin. Most of it, yeah, killing is a sin. But the problem of actually killing someone is actually not just murder or slaughter or anything like that. But the true reason is that murder is a sin, and murder is just another sad way of a kill. Slaughter, murder, a purge, or any type of killing is actually illegal. But of course, I have a movie came out called The Purge. Why? Why? And like the first movie was kind of good. The second movie was good enough. The third movie was fucking horrible as shit. I think I prefer the first movie. But of course, I have like tons of other movies that involve killing people or slaughtering people or something like that. Of course. And we are actually killing ourselves actually by killing our ecosystem, because our ecosystem is fucking trash as shit. It's gross. It's death. Sometimes we have acid rain. Why are we having acid rain? Sometimes we have acid rain, but of course, not all the time we have acid.
We're still breathing.
Because we have acid rain, it's like we are destroying our ecosystem to what that's called, give us materials that we need to actually survive, but we actually killing ourselves in the same process of actually keeping ourselves alive. Does that make sense? I guess so. It's gonna die. Gotcha.
We'll make it out together.
Oh, that's no ammo? What the fuck? Going the fuck out of me. So knowing the fuck out of me that you guys can't even open one door.
throw us up the sheer cliff.
Squatka. Of course, I have like, yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on. But on a different topic, about staying in school. I have this song, "Don't Stay in School." It's this guy actually telling you that don't stay in school because of these kind of reasons, because they don't actually teach you jack shit, and I'm kind of agreeing on him because only they can like. Because I actually got no idea how to pay bills or collect taxes or do any of those shit. Of course, I think my mom or my dad will help me, but does the school supposed to teach you that shit too, anyways? But of course, like history is, oh, you just learn how what's like going on and what happened back then. Yeah, just enough. I'm really good with history. Science, you just learning how to make something out of nothing into something. Okay, decent enough. Math, just learn numbers. Okay, I can deal with that. And to have like health class, learning how to deal with your body, like what is your body is made of and stuff like that. I was like, okay, that's good. And then learn about sex and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Gym class, fitness, learning how to harness you, like giving you like your body temperature, so like that. Basic support, just there's a little extra help and like helping shit and stuff like that. Music, learning how to sing or dance or anything like that. Art, learning how to actually draw or have a creativity mind. Anything else? That's pretty much it. But then I have another thing called CTE. CTE actually teach you like different other things like work, like culinary, hairstyling, food, making food, carpentry. Learn how to do welding. What's the other thing? Welding. Oh, what's that called?
Oh, it's locked. Through the spine.
Carpentry, welding. How to save a life. Fitness shit. And tons of other stuff that I can't remember right now. Wait, the first one I did. Oh, daycare and learning how to like handle kids and stuff like that when you like want kids or something like that. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Yep. Of course, I'm working on carpentry because my family is a carpentry family. And of course, I don't care if it's like, oh, traditions and stuff like that. You have to get in family. Actually, I have my own choice actually in the matter. But I actually want to deal with, I want to work on with wood. But of course, like my friends always say, I have like that dirty mind shit. And I said, I like wood. And then something other and click their minds like something else to say, like, what the fuck is wrong with your minds? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm like the only like responsibility in my entire class and stuff like that, because I'm actually curious how to do a lot of other stuff, like how to save a life and stuff like that. Most of the time I'm just like blanking out, because that's just me. I blank out most of the time because I'm not really good at focusing a lot, but if you actually give me like a assignment or anything, I'll definitely try to do it. I'm not actually gonna do it. I'm actually gonna try to do it. And I hope some people actually appreciate that in general, of actually like working and stuff like that. If you actually tell me what to do, I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna straight up do it. But of course, doing a lot of other stuff is knowable. Of course, like, I'm actually asking for some help with my friends, my work buddies. I work during the summer, so I actually work with adults, and I always like ask them like questions upon questions, like different other questions, because I'm like a mystery person in a way. So I'm always like asking questions and stuff that, and they always answer me, but most of the time I always like annoying the crap out of them, and I don't want to be a repulsive kid. But it's okay to ask questions, but have too much questions and I have questions. But pretty much the first thing I always do, I always second guess myself. So I'm always like, I'm actually a slow learner most of the time, not a fast learner. And I always ask my teacher, like, how I do this correctly so I don't have to injure myself or fucked up. And most of the time they always have a smile and help me. Most of the time I can see they just like, who is this fucking kid? Who is this fucking easy as shit? Of course, some people think it's easy, some people actually think it's really hard. To me, everything is hard for me, because I'm not really good at learning stuff. If actually something that I can do. Actually, I plan on getting to carpentry class, and if I can get to the carpentry, I was like, I'll ask probably in 11th grade, I'll ask my teacher actually to actually make something that my brother made years back, when he was in high school and everything. You know the funny part about my family? No one actually finished high school. I'm the only one going to finish high school and not drop out. Not yet, but not drop out. Because if you're a dropout, there's so much stuff you can actually, not that much stuff to do. But of course, me, I'm just gonna shut up and just listen and learn how to do something right and wrong. I'm actually telling my teachers like, oh, can like someone help me with this most of the time, because I don't understand actually, but most of the time I can tell the teacher's actually getting really pissed off at me, because they're like, this is easy, you should like know this, but they don't know me, so how could they actually know what I am thinking and I am doing? So someone answer that question for me. And of course I'm doing YouTube because I don't have that much stuff to do like outside of school. So I'm like, I only play video games, but most of the time when I play video games I would get bored. And I got nothing else to do anyways. My life is pretty much pathetic, but But I know, like, pretty much I have to do stuff by myself. But
Reloading.
is it okay to ask? Like, seriously? I want to ask. I ask. Can I have help on something? Like, of course, like, you have to do stuff by yourself, but I understand that perfectly. But the problem is, of me, I don't learn fast. I learn slow because I want to go through the motions. It's like me actually doing this job. I went through the motions like I was doing. And I was like, okay, that's good. But of course, like, some people actually don't have the time of me actually teaching me to go through the motions. But I hope some people actually understand me perfectly, or understand me in generally. That's why I'm like telling you guys and stuff like that, so I can remember telling them what is going on and everything else. That's like number one problem with me. Like, I'm always asking Dad to help me of like learning some basic carpentry skills. Sometimes, but most of the time I just leave him be. Of course, like me actually. Like, of course I learned like tons of other stuff, but the problem is actually remembering how to do it. So I'm like, well, you know the suck part about teachers? Like, if you want to like go into like a specific kind of class that you really want to get into, they torture you shitless. Actually, some people I was like one class I like wondering how to do some stuff, and this teacher instantly just came at me and said, oh, you need to do this, and if you don't go to this specific kind of class that you really want to go into. I was like, I want help, you son of a bitch. Most of the time I don't tell people that. Like, some of my teachers actually tell me, like, oh, it's like most of the time they always threat the shit out of me. Like, this is not fucking motivation, this is not fucking threat class. It's like, this is class. I'm learning how to do this shit properly and going through the motions. I am a short learner, you faggot. That's always pissing me off most of the time. Because teachers want it done. It pisses me off. It's like, sometimes I wish I can just say it straight out. Just straight out telling them. Because if they actually, like, if you actually, like, talk to a teacher, like, really badly, like, disrespectful, and like that, you get in trouble. I'm just saying what I'm saying, because I'm sick and tired of getting disrespectful and everything else. Pretty much every single day I always get disrespectful, because I'm like telling people most of the time, like, oh, can I have help? Can I have help? I'm like, can you do that by yourself? I was like, I need to learn. You guys got it instantly because you guys don't have fucking problems that I have fucking problems with. Most of my classes are like not really like special ed, like ed. Like, I have like a small intelligence, but I know like a lot of stuff most of the time. If I get teach properly, and I have to teach myself most of the time. But the problem of me actually teaching myself, I want to do it correctly. So it's like, can someone actually help me how to do this shit correctly? And of course, some people actually like help me, and like some people actually extremely like disrespectful and shit. It pisses me off most of the time. And I hope like other days, like, no one actually do this to me. I hope no one actually do this to me tomorrow, because I'm working on building a shelf and it's going pretty well and like that. But of course, I wish like some people actually help me. I actually want to help. I want to tell other people actually help me, but most of the time I always ask for my friends' help, know how to work on machinery and stuff like that, so I don't have to fucking injure myself. But of course, like, they actually injured and trying to injure themselves, and most of the time. and try and help me. But I'm not a first learner. I'm actually a second learner. I actually learn how people, like, when I was trying to record videos on the PlayStation, do you think I actually, like, instantly know how to record? My friend actually told me how to do it. And I props that, like, I'm finally doing YouTube and stuff like that I really want to do. But most of the time when I want help or anything else, people shrug me off, and like, and some of my teachers so far on my CTE classes, one of them was really a fucking bitch, and was annoying the crap out of me. I know, like, oh, you just first time met me, like, oh, do this. Don't expect me to do this particular kind of thing that I'm uncomfortable with or comfortable with. Like, you should, like, be like a teacher supposed to, like, help you understand and be comfortable actually doing what you want me to do. It pisses me off most of the time. I always ask my friend to help me, because that's what I always ask. And of course, like, this teacher was annoying the crap out of me, like, oh, can I have this, like, can you help me with this? Can you, do this for me? Or do this? Like, you know, like, you have to, like, do a project each class and stuff like that. I was like, can I have help? And sometimes they're like, no, actually, act like a student or something simple like, oh, so, okay. It's annoying the crap out of me most of the time. Of course, I didn't tell my, guidance teacher this because I don't mostly overthink it or actually tell or think it most of the time. It's because I don't give a shit most of the time. But now I'm actually giving a shit because I'm actually having a problem because, like, most of the time I always think I'm getting threatened by it. Oh, that's my fucking story of the day. What's yours? I hope some people actually understand me. Most of the time I always, like, joke around. I said, who am I? And they always answer somehow. Some people actually got the right answer, and some people actually don't got the right answer. But I hope some people actually understand my feelings and how to understand me as best they could. Because I understand, like, everyone. Because I always analyze them, like, couple, like, weeks or days. Like, if I meet them, like, one day, I can actually just analyze them, and then honestly, I understand what they're doing and what they're feeling and everything. But I have to watch them very closely, because most of the time, their attitudes always change and shit. It's annoying the crap out of me. But I hope some people actually be happy, or sad, or whatever they actually feel around me, because I'm very sure sometimes I always feel like I'm a nuisance, and
Looks like the elevator needs more of these to raise it.
nuisance and everything. I hope some people actually understand me. Whatever. Pretty much I won't end, like, the video right now, but I got nothing else to say. Checking those if I was muted all the time. It's not any crap by me. I know it's like, oh, I already got the radio part. Most of the time I wish I can, like, stop recording most of the time. Because I'm actually getting a little bit... I have stuff like I want to do and stuff like that. But of course I'm actually just torturing myself as well doing this. Okay guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.